This is a continuance, or a second part to the I do not support the immigration reform. Now I'm going to unleash the negative part I didn't want to mention, but I have no choice now. So, this video is most likely just going to circulate in my personal Facebook page, and it's pretty much that's the intention, just for close friends and family to have access to it. I don't want really anybody else viewing it. But anyways, I had someone by the name of Walter, the only replicant to the video. I'm not going to disclose his last name or his situation. However, I can tell you that he was not happy that I wasn't supporting the reform. And one of the things that he brought up was that, well, you mentioned that you come from a communist country and that you were lucky to be born there, but if you weren't born in a communist regime, then you would probably want to support the reform. And I think that, and I've gotten my head around the whole topic. I wouldn't have had ever migrated to a second country if I knew that I was going to be either treated or looked upon as a criminal, which is what makes anyone who migrates illegally, as defined by law, you are a criminal. Some people have limited legal status, others have, I guess you can say, uninsured legal status, or unsure legal status, rather. And it's not a matter of luck. I think if you're looking at it from a luck perspective, you are completely off. It's a matter of politics, and sadly, politics are created, managed, and enforced by men. We understand that men are not always honest. Therefore, politics is one of those subjects that are also subjected to the nature of men, which is deceitfulness and all of those categories. Okay, I'm not trying to claim anything here that would make sense. And honestly, I just thought it was ridiculous that, to make a statement that you're really uncertain of. All I know is that what is, and as many people say, it is what it is. However, I would have to admit, if I was stupid enough, and I'm not calling immigrants stupid. Legal immigrants are one of the smartest people, or amongst the smartest people that I know, for making that choice to begin with. But coming back to the main subject here, I think that if I wanted to consider myself a criminal and migrate to another country, and the odds were as they are now, and I wasn't rather, in a legal aspect or legal status, I would be for it. Why wouldn't I? However, you know what pisses me off? You have Hispanic leaders of communities abroad who come here to initiate some sort of strike, a hunger strike. Came on the news that Hispanic politicians were coming over to the States to initiate strikes. And you know, most of these countries, they want the worst of the worst out of their country and just dump them in the States. Just dump them, dump them, dump them. So of course they're going to be for it, right? I think it's ridiculous, and I understand that people want to be happy and people want to progress and they want to evolve and they want to prosper. Hey, we all want that, right? But for all of those thousands of thousands and tens of thousands, if not fucking millions of people that are here illegally, why should the fucking federal government place them above the other thousands of people who have legally started their case, and they're not even here yet? They're back abroad, they're back in their country, they're filing applications to migrate. It's been 5, it's been 10 years. They don't get a response yet. Their case is still processing. So why the fuck should those who have already crossed the border illegally, who are making no attempts to create the legal channels to modify their status, be given a priority as criminals? No. That's just unfair. That's unfair. And that's just bullshit. Sorry to say. Well, that it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Ultimately, Republicans are not going to recast the vote. They will not be changing their minds. I know this for a fact. Legal reform will not happen. It will not happen. Or at least not in the way that is introduced to us now. Perhaps if it is subjectified to change, then perhaps that would be a different story. But as is, hell no. Do you think people are going to volunteer to come up to a USCIS office and get fingerprinted? Hell no. Illegals are going to remain illegal. And that's the end of it.